Hello. I would like to show you a tool that we have created for SNHU students who are interested in studying abroad and would like to find some scholarship money to help fund their trip. We have created a database of scholarships on airtable.com. At the end of this presentation, I will include a link that will take you directly to the database. When you log in, the database will look like this. You will see this blue header. Under it, there is a series of useful tabs along here. Down the left side of the table is a list of the scholarships. For each scholarship, the URL and relevant information is provided. If your study abroad experience is part of your SNHU University experience, SNU requires that you study with one of the approved SNHU overseas partners. SNHU has signed Memoranda of Understanding with about 17 overseas universities. You can learn more about these partnerships and their offerings by contacting the Study Abroad office at SNHU. Some of the scholarships may apply to study abroad at any of our partners. Others are limited to study in a specific country or region. It may be helpful to narrow down the list of scholarships to ones that are most appropriate to your interest and plans. Use the filter function to select a subset of the database. Click on Filter. Add Filter. From the drop-down list, select the fields you want to filter for. Start with the largest categories. For example, if you are an undergraduate student, you do not want to waste time looking at scholarships intended only for graduate students. Select University Level here and Undergraduate. You now have a list of the scholarships that are appropriate for undergraduates. You can add another filter. If you want to look at scholarships that are not specific to a given country or region, choose SNHU Partners and Any. Now you have a list of scholarships that you can investigate for study at any of our overseas partner institutions. If, on the other hand, you know that you want to go to Japan, for example, be sure to look at the scholarships that are linked to our partners in Japan. Note that they do not come up when you select any for the SNHU Partners field. You must filter for them specifically. So instead of any, choose the two partners in Japan. And now the list is filtered for scholarships that are relevant for those partners. We have not identified specific scholarships that may align with each of our partners, so use the Any function as well as filtering for the scholarships that are for specific countries or regions. Review the eligibility criteria carefully for each scholarship that you consider. Some scholarships are need-based. If you receive need-based financial aid to attend SNU, you should look at these scholarships. If you are a particularly strong student, be sure to consider the merit scholarships. And there is a field here for type of scholarships that includes need-based and merit-based scholarships. Some of the scholarships have requirements for how long you study overseas. And if you use the scroll bar at the bottom, you can look at the other fields that are included. And if you come over to duration of program, you can see the range there. At the far right, you'll see a notes field. Click on a note and then on the expand button, and you'll be able to see the entire cell. Once you have a list of scholarships that are of interest, investigate the information on their websites carefully. Start with the eligibility criteria. Apply for only those scholarships for which you meet all the eligibility criteria. Take particular note of application deadlines. If you miss a deadline, your application will most likely not be accepted. Many of these scholarships require one or more recommendations from faculty members, and the recommendations and the completed application must all be submitted before the deadline. Allow at least 3 weeks for the faculty to write your recommendations. It does not matter if your materials are delayed by the post office or something out of your control. They will not accept your materials past the deadline. You will want to make sure that your submissions are in well in advance of any deadline. Good luck in your search for scholarships to support your study abroad.